Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. The first 4 days of the NBA playoffs have been extremely wild, and nothing has been more wild than the road Washington Wizards, the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference, winning 2 games in Chicago, the last one in overtime, to take a commanding 2-0 series lead heading back into Washington, D.C. for games 3 and 4. Now game 3 is on Friday night, and the Wizards come in as a 2.5-point NBA odds favorites, total of 181.5, and this series has been probably the wackiest of all of them so far. Shifting back to DC now gives the Wizards an extreme advantage. However, I don't think I'm going to go with a bet on this very close spread, because I do think the Bulls could potentially come in and get this one as a win here straight up to save possibly the whole series. But I do think the total at 181.5 here has a little bit of value heading back to DC, as the 2 totals we've had so far have flown over. The second one really thanks to the overtime. However, in this game, I think the over has to be the play again here, going with the trend here the first two games. The Bulls' defense is extremely worn down right now, really affecting their defense overall, and the Wizards have had no problem scoring on Chicago here. Their guards are just much more athletic and quicker than the Bulls' guards, and they have the size, like I was mentioning in the first 2 series, to really combat the Bulls' length down low. And Joakim Noah just is so tired right now from exerting so much energy on both ends of the floor that he really is having trouble with Gortat and Nene down low. Chicago, it's shown too in their last 6 games, including their most recent 2 playoff games, they've given up an average of 98 points per game. That includes the last 4 games of the regular season. That's a far cry from their 91 point per game average throughout the entire season. So the Bulls obviously are really tired here. They spent a lot of energy trying to keep that 4 seed down the stretch, and I think it's really showing, as they just do not have the able bodies on offense to compete with the Wizards, who've actually been playing pretty good defense here too, but at home their offense still is ramped up, and I think that is the play here at 181.5, a very undervalued total. For the Bulls, the overs cashed in 5 of their last 6 games and 7 of their last 10 dating back to the regular season, and 181, like I said, for game 3, just a little bit too undervalued here. The overs also cashed in 4 in a row for the Wizards here, and after a win, DC's now 26-19, cashing the over this season. So I think the Wizards are going to come back home, have a really good offensive showing. The Bulls will play desperate, but I think that means that they'll be a little bit better on offense instead of on defense, because their defense is just way too worn down right now to keep up with a younger, much more athletic team like the Washington Wizards. So add over 181.5 to your NBA picks. Best of luck to you on this one. Make sure you check out some of my other plays here starting throughout this weekend. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.